The show opens with the personal concierge in the ring. He's a clowny comedy manager. He looks like if Luther in AEW wasn't as fat and older. Who is this guy? Have you ever seen this guy before? Who is this? Who is this guy?
I have no idea who he is. I've never seen him.
It had to be a rib where he's one of the guys that works backstage or in the office somewhere, and they've given him a role to play because it's embarrassing. It was obviously a guy who didn't really know what the he was doing, but he's a mark and he's trying to play the bad guy manager role. And he's got ugly guys dressed as male strippers. They're fucking horrible physiques and tattoos everywhere and snotty hair, but they've got the bow ties on and no shirt. That's they gave me sour belches. And they're going to have a celebration for, I guess, his two girls that he's about to introduce have won the titles, so they're going to have a party and celebrate with the strippers and blah, blah, blah. These are the kind of strippers you would have tipped them to put more clothes on. And then he introduced Miss Heather and Ash by Elegance. Is by Elegance a last name, or is the first one named Miss Heather and the second one named Ash by Elegance, or are they the by Elegance twins, Heather and Ash?
Oh, I don't know.
What did you?
I know Ash is because I've seen that name before. She's the woman named like a fragrance. I don't know about Miss Heather.
Well, the fragrance of this fucking match was pond water. It was them against from NXT, Gigi Dolin and Tatum Paxley. So I wrote, what the fuck? I can't get away from that. The first thing I see on this new adventure I'm taking in this different promotion I'm watching is a fucking girls match with girls from the fucking NXT. And the first 30 seconds, it looked like the drunks playing Twister. I'm not sure who the heels were supposed to be because they've all looked fairly bitchy. But Heather and Ash win. Heather and Ash won. But as they were at ringside celebrating, there was a cake at ringside. So they got down and turned their backs on the girls they had just beat. And old Gigi and Tatum crawled over and grabbed one of the girls and smashed her face in the cake and then ate it off of her. As a veteran of cakes, ladies and gentlemen, not only was this the phoniest and most unexciting performance of the cake smashing face business that has ever been done, but I don't remember Ricky and Robert or the Fantastics or any of the other fucking people actually eating any of the cake off me. But I mean, it was the facial expression when they grabbed her. There was no build to anticipation because you knew what was going to happen so much longer before it happened because they milked it forever. And it was just like they're performing an old bit. And you can't perform old bits like you're performing an old bit because that's what you get. You get an old bit. And it's shit. What'd you think?
I didn't think much of this whole thing. We're opening the show seeing a women's tag match featuring some character who I've never seen before in his male strippers. And then they do the cake thing at the end. This is my intro to this product because I haven't watched it in forever. And everyone's like, oh, you got to see it. It's good. And it also felt, even though they lost, it just felt like an NXT feeder. I don't know. I mean, the NXT people appear here feel like big stars, and they're made out to be big stars. It almost feels like a bizarro NXT. You know what I mean? Because not everyone's in developmental. Some of these people have been in the ring for 20 years, and they're here. But it felt like a weird developmental show to me, the whole thing.
Well, you say the people take to them like stars, and they look like they may present them as stars, but I don't know if they look like stars.
No, I agree with that.